Thank you for letting me know I'm muted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to a special sip meditation with the moon, with the full moon. And I am on location in Martha's Vineyard, one of my favorite places to be on the planet. And with that being said, it is also one of the places where the Wi Fi can be a little wonky. It could be a little wonky. So let's just send some energy, some love and light to the technology. Yes, let's do that. Thank you all so much. So I am Rev Melissa, and let me know if you all can hear me now. It's wonderful to go into this special meditation with the full moon because we have not only a full moon, we have a super moon. Not only a super moon, but we have a blue moon. So we have a full super blue moon in the sign of Pisces. So, this is a special sip where we get to do a full spiritual practice together. So, prepare yourselves by having something to write on and something to write with. Prepare yourselves by telling anyone that might be in your vicinity that this is your time to focus on you. So, no disruptions, no distractions. Give this time fully and completely to yourself. Yes? Okay. All right. So let me just acknowledge Wayne. Hey, Wayne, giving me my star shine. I appreciate that. Good evening, Shay Love. It's good to see you. Good evening, Brian. It's good to see you. Good evening, Bonnie. Good evening, Be Still and Know. Let's take a breath on that. Good evening, Linda from Colorado. The sun's still shining here. All right, girl. Yes, it is dark here, as you can see from that window back there. Good day, Michelle. It's wonderful to see you. I hope you are doing well also. So, let's get into it. The way that we do this evening is first I share some information about the moon with you. And then we do our spiritual practice, which entails inspirational reading, inspirational journaling, meditating with the moon, and prayer. So those are the components of our evening. Sun shining or moon shining, it doesn't matter where you are on the planet. Yes? All right. So when you have the opportunity, go outside and look for that full moon. I went out earlier, a few minutes ago, and I couldn't see it from where I'm situated. But right after this, I'm going to go out and see if I can locate her. So here's a little bit of information about this super blue full moon in Pisces. So this is a special time for us because we have a full super blue moon in the sign of Pisces. And I'm just going to give you a sip about the different aspects of this full moon. Okay. So the full moon is an auspicious time to reflect on what has and hasn't worked. It's a time for us to release. The full moon is a releasing time. So we're releasing what no longer serves us. And the fact that we are in a super moon means that we can release super duper stuff. We can release super duper stuff. So a super moon is any new or full moon that occurs twice in a month. So the second full moon in a month is always, oh, no, 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 that's the blue moon. A super moon is any new or full moon that's at its closest point to the earth. Okay, so this moon may appear brighter, it may appear closer, it may appear bigger. Okay, that's the super moon. The supermoon has a spiritual meaning, right? This one in particular, because it's a supermoon in Pisces. So our intuition may be heightened. It's a great time for inner reflection. It's a great opportunity to release negative emotions and negative energy. Just release it. This amplifies our ability to look deeper into our subconscious and bring the hidden truths to light. So, we're going to do some work with our subconscious mind this evening. It's also the optimum period for healing work, for manifestation work, and for connecting with our higher self. So, this is the energy that this full moon, super moon, blue moon in Pisces brings to us. And the wonderful thing is that energy, we could feel the effects of the energy 3 days before and 3 days after the full moon. So it's not just a one evening event. And Linda's sharing that the moon was brilliant last night. Yes? Okay. And it's brilliant tonight too. So let's get out and look at it and let it know we're so grateful for its appearance. The supermoon also emphasizes any hidden emotions, ideas, and thoughts. It's a time to release old patterns and embrace new beginnings. So that's the energy of the supermoon. And this is our second opportunity to be in this energy in the month of August. Now, the blue moon are full moons that occur twice in the month. Yes? So it usually happens every second or third um, year. It doesn't occur every single year. And the energy of a blue moon amplifies the energy of the full moon, just like a super moon does. Everything is amped up, right? We are also in a full moon in the sign of Pisces. So, Pisces, as you know, is the last constellation of the zodiac. It's considered the oldest sign. It's also considered the wisest sign. It's a water sign, and it's the sign of intuition, imagination, empathy, romance. And so, it's a good time to set intentions around those areas in your life. We need to channel our energy. It's important for us to channel our energy, not to be all over the place. Don't be spreading your don't be spreading your energy all willy-nilly all over the place. It's a good time to hone in, to use your intuition, to hone in on those things that you want to invite into your life now. It's a great time to process and go deeper. Process and go deeper. So, how can we align with the Pisces super blue moon energy? So, just like the full moon is a cumulation, so is this time in our life. There may be things in our life that have come to a cumulation, have come to a completion that we need to release, right? So, it's a good time to align our energy with the full moon energy of completion. So, what in your life is full that is ready to be released? So that's something to take into your contemplation this evening. Or another way to look at it is what has reached its peak for you? It could be a relationship that has come to completion. It could be a job that has come to completion. It could be where you're living has come to completion, right? What has reached its peak, but for whatever reason, you're still holding on to it. And it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. Yes? To let go of the big stuff that may be a hindrance to you moving forward. Yes? Don't stop the cycle of your life by holding on to things that need to be released. And this super blue moon in Pisces, its energy is here to support you in releasing that big stuff. You might need to release stuckness. You might be feeling stagnant, and you might be feeling like this is a good time for me to finally move forward instead of moving back. Yes? So I hope this is informative and some of this is speaking to you. Something may come to mind immediately, like, yeah, I need to really let that go, or I really need to let that person go, right? It's okay. Let it go. Let it go. Free yourself. Super letting go. It could be a time for super forgiveness. Because some of us can't move forward because we're holding on to resentments. We're holding on to disappointments. We're holding on to big failures that we may be seeing something that we did as a failure, and we can't move past the failure or our idea that we have failed because we know that failure is just an opportunity to learn. Yes? So, super forgiveness might be up for you now. Letting go of super judgments you might have about yourself or others. You get the point here, right? So, it's time to let it go. All right. So, that was some information about this super blue full moon in the sign of Pisces. So now we're going to go into our spiritual practices. So the first is our inspirational reading. And today's reading is coming to you from the Science of Mind magazine. Today's August 30th. And the Science of Mind magazine's daily guides were written by Reverend Dr. Ron Fox. So I'm going to read today's. It's called Expect the Best. And there's an opening quote from Ernest Holmes. If we allow the world's opinions to control our thinking, then that will be our demonstration. And this is what Reverend Dr. Ron Fox writes. We attract what comes into our lives. Our thoughts are like magnets. If we expect good things, that is what shows up for us. If not, it's not the words that matter. It's about the words and feelings behind them. Deep down, the question is, what are you expecting? Research shows that the single most important factor in determining how well a student will do in college is how they expect they will do. Holmes tells us that if life is lived from the inside out, Holmes tells us that life is lived from the inside out. We have a power that never leaves us. You and I are the center of power in our life. Years ago, a survey asked respondents who they felt had lived the most successful lives. Some of the answers were Gandhi, Eleanor Roosevelt, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. What struck me about the people chosen was that they all came from different backgrounds, but they managed to overcome them. In fact, no obstacle prevented them from living their dreams. The same power that propelled each of them resides within you and me. We too can live our dreams and move beyond any obstacle. And the closing affirmation is, today I expect only good to flow into my life. I set the intention to live my dream. There is no obstacle I cannot overcome. I know that what I expect life to show me is what I manifest. What do you expect? Expect the best. Expect the best. All right. So that was our inspirational reading. So let's get ready for our inspirational journaling and meditation. Our inspirational journaling and meditation. Okay. So have your journal handy. I have my trusty journal here and have a pen, and you can just put that to the side for now because first we're going to do our meditation, and I'll have some prompts that I'll share that you can still be in the vibration of the meditation as you do your inspirational journaling. Okay? So please get comfortable. You don't have to look at me because you're going to close your eyes. We're going to do our meditation, and our meditation this evening is going to focus on our thinking. Okay? So in morning sip, we're in our series, which is our thinking series. So we're going to do a little work around our thinking. Yes? Okay. So please get comfortable. Whatever is comfortable for you. Please close your eyes or lower your gaze. And the reason why we close our eyes is so that we can go more inward, right? So we're temporarily shutting off the physical eyes, if you will, so that we can go within and go deeper, right? So we're reducing that, the sense of eyes, the sense of sight, okay? So let's start with our breath. And so we take a deep breath in through our nose, out through our mouth. So take a deep breath in and let it out. And take a breath in and let it out. Just allow yourself to be more and more relaxed with every breath, with every inhale in and out. Deeper and deeper, fuller and fuller in breath. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And with your next exhale, just release any tension you may be holding in your body. So let's take a deep breath in and release. Release any tension you're holding in your head. You might move your head around just to invite that energy to release. Anything you might be holding in your shoulders, we have a tendency to hold things in our shoulders, tension, tightness. So let's release the shoulders and just scan your body. Go down your back, your front, and just continue to release with every exhale. Just continue to release any tension, anything you're holding on from the day. Let it go now. Go down your legs, your thighs, down to your feet, releasing anything that you're holding in your feet, your toes. Just let it all go. Allow yourself to go deeper within as we go higher in consciousness. We go deeper to go higher. And as we go higher, we go deeper within. And take a breath. And I'm just going to play some music in the background as we continue to breathe, as we continue to know that all is well. We just take a breath. Continuing to release. Just continuing to release. Continuing to release. And letting go. Just take that breath. And so this super blue moon is waiting for us to release into it anything that no longer serves us. And one of the things that no longer serves us are limiting beliefs about ourselves, limiting thinking that we need to release now. A big limiting belief is ready to be released now. The things that we think that hold us back from stepping into our greatness. Those patterns of thinking have got to go. And tonight we get to release it into this beautiful super blue moon. The super blue moon is open to receive your limiting thinking, your limiting thoughts, your limiting patterns of thinking about yourself. Give yourself permission to release it now. What are those patterns of thinking that hold you back from moving forward in your life? For many, it's a limiting pattern of belief, a limiting pattern of thinking that we are not enough, that we are not worthy of good, of great, of abundance, of love. For many, it is a limiting pattern thinking that we are not safe to be who we are, who we truly are. For some, it's a belief, a pattern of thinking that we are all alone, separate and apart from God, the universe, love. None of that is true. And these are big limiting patterns of thinking that reside in our subconscious mind. It is the programming that runs in the background. You are not worthy. You are not enough. You are not lovable. You are not safe. You are all alone. These patterns of thinking, this programming, is the filter that our lives are experienced through. Everything that happens is filtered through. See, I told you you're not worthy. I told you you're not lovable. That's why that happened. That's why that didn't happen. It's time to release those thought patterns. These are big beliefs that do not serve us. This beautiful super moon is illuminated so brightly to receive all of it. Don't hold any of it back, not even a little bit. Release it. Release it. And take a breath. And when we release a limiting pattern of thinking, a limiting belief, it's important to replace it with the truth of who you are. So let's replace that limiting thought, that limiting pattern of thinking with a new thought, with a new pattern of thinking that we get to be, to know. Take a breath. So whatever that pattern that you release fully and completely into the vibration of the moon's energy, what new thought, what new pattern are you willing to cultivate now? It can simply be, I am worthy. I am lovable. I am enough. I am one. I am safe. I am glorious. Whatever it is for you, declare it now. Affirm it now. Invoke it now. And this is how we start. This is how we start. New beginning, new cycle, like the cycles of the moon. This is the culmination of one cycle that is ending and a new cycle that is beginning. Take a breath. Imagine it in your mind's eye, this new thought about you. Just picture you as that new thought. What do you look like? What are you doing? What are you saying to yourself now? Ernest Holmes writes in the Science of Mind text to make a mental picture of this new thought about you, how you see yourself. Know that you are dealing with intelligence, that you are recognizing the power that you are working with, and you are realizing your oneness and the desires of your heart. Know that you are dealing with the intelligence, oneness, the intelligence of love, the intelligence of greatness. And just repeat that new thought in your mind. And say it out loud if you're in a space to do so, or you can just whisper it to yourself, affirming this new pattern of thinking, this new pattern of believing, of belief that is unlimited in any way, that is ever expanding in the good that you already are. Just continue in that. I'm just going to share something with you from the science. Remember, God is the silent power behind all things, always ready to pour into our experience that which we need. We must have a receptive and positive faith in the evidence of things not seen with the physical eye, but which are eternal in the heavens. We must have a receptive and positive faith in the evidence of things not seen with the physical eye, but which are eternal in the heavens. We are eternal in the heavens. This new thought, this new way of seeing yourself is being illuminated by the moon energy. The moon's energy is syncing up with this new powerful, beautiful thought. This thought that you get to embrace and embody. This new thought that is replacing that old, worn out, limited thought pattern that was running your life. Every day we get to know this new thought. by impressing it on our subconscious mind. It is a pattern that we are creating, a new pattern, a new groove. So we get to practice beyond today, this knowingness of who we are, expecting the best because we are the best. You are the best. So staying in this vibration, staying in this place that you have cultivated, I invite you to take your journal or your paper and just write down what your new thought pattern is. What is your new thought? Just write that down now. There's no need to write down what the old thought was because we released it. The moon has lit it up and has dissolved it in its brilliant light. So you are capturing your new thought. We're not analyzing it. We don't have any judgments about it. We're just letting it be on the page, just as it is. I'll give you a minute to do that. Take a breath. Write down anything else that the moon wants you to know now. You're in attunement with the moon energy. Is there anything else the moon wants you to know now? Just capture it on the page. Again, no analyzing, no doubting, no judging, just letting it flow, tapping into our intuition about it. And I'll give you a couple of minutes to do that. Take a breath. So we're going to close this with these words as our prayer. This is from Eckhart Tolle. Stillness speaks. When you know who you truly are, there is an abiding, alive sense of peace. You can call it joy because that's what joy is. Vibrantly alive peace. It is the joy of knowing yourself as the very life essence before life takes on form. That is the joy of being who you truly are. Take a really anchoring in that new thought that we have planted in our subconscious mind, that we will nurture and water by impressing upon our subconscious mind. This is the truth of who we are. This is the new pattern of thinking, the new belief, the new knowingness that our life is filtered through now. We get to practice this knowingness every day. It's not enough just to do it on a meditating with the moon one night. We have to impress upon our subconscious mind throughout the day, every moment. This is who I am. This is the truth of who I am. This is my beingness. So we affirm it by invoking it, by declaring it, by decreeing it 1,000 times a day. You could start by repeating it 100 times before you go to bed to impress upon your subconscious mind, to really get it in deep. We have to build deep roots. Deep roots. We want to transform our lives. So if you haven't yet, you can open your eyes, come back to this space, to this room, wiggle your toes, be gentle with your body. Let's give gratitude to the moon for receiving our releasing and taking care of it for us. I want to thank you all for spending this evening with me for our special sip meditation room. I do this every full moon, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Please join me tomorrow for morning sip with Rev Melissa at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I am Rev Melissa. Peace and blessings, everybody. I hope that was good for you. Continue to work with your new thought. Treat it like a baby. It needs your attention. Yes, it needs you to nurture it. You can do that by starting with impressing upon your subconscious mind. Repeat your affirmation or your new thought every night before you go to bed 100 times. I am joy is one of mine. I repeat it before I go to bed 100 times. God is my source is another one of mine. I have prayer beads, 108 beads on it, and I repeat it 108 times before I go to bed to impress upon my subconscious, especially when we're sleeping. Wonderful thing. Turn off the TV. Stop going to bed with the TV on. Instead, go to bed with this new thought. Yes? Beautiful. I so appreciate you. Thank you all for your willingness to go on the journey. Yes. Peace and blessings. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.